if you close your eyes.
Hello everybody, my name is Winter from Prism Gaming, and this is Destiny. Now, before I get into the huge topic of today, at least the most interesting topic today, I want to point out that Mondays are not going to be normal upload days. This is kind of like an important thing that y'all need to know about as soon as it comes out, and it can't wait, because I want to try and get ahead of this ahead of other YouTubers. I know my name is Bife has already posted a video on this, and it makes me sad because I've had this in the works for about 3 hours. And then I see that he posted it right as I'm starting to record audio. And I haven't watched his video yet. I don't know what he's going to say. But if it's anything like this, please let me know. Because that's going to really hurt my reputation if it sounds like I'm trying to steal from him. And I do not want that to happen at all. On to today's news. Now, I want you to take this with a grain of salt. Alright? Because it's coming from the Bungie forums. But one of my followers on Twitter, or one of the people I follow on Twitter, went ahead and put this out there that there was a forum on Bungie.net that is talking about a possible Destiny 2 leak or news. It's like a slash in the middle of it. And so, obviously, being the absolute horrible student I am, dropped what I was doing, and I immediately looked it up. And as much as I'd love to say it's a complete hoax, this is actually kind of legit. And the reasoning is it's coming from Amazon. Now, I don't say that Amazon's always right, but another reason I'm kind of thinking this is relatively important is the fact that it is from Mega Bloks, which is like discount Legos. But they have been known to do things with Destiny and Halo and a lot of Activision and Bungie's games, including Call of Duty, in the past, and they still do. And so I'm thinking this is actually going to be rather important. I'm going to stop rambling and just kind of go ahead and let you know what this guy says. Shout out to user Dalmatian Nation on Bungie.net for finding this relatively quickly and putting it out there. And he says, Amazon has put up listings, and of course they've now been taken off, which again adds to the conversation further. Kind of makes you wonder if it's legit or not. They've taken off listings for a few new Destiny Mega Bloks / Constructs, if you're UK, sets. And one of them is really important. I'm going to get to that in a second, but at the bottom, he links to another forum, which I will be posting both these links in the description box below, because I want you to fully see this. But I'm going to click over there now, and we are going to go take a look at this. So pretty much what this is, it's called the blocksforum.com. Again, this could be complete trash, I could be wrong, but basically it's talking about a whole bunch of franchise getting dumped onto Amazon at once. That includes Pokemon, Destiny, Halo, Call of Duty, Teenage Mutant Ninja, etc. And basically the fact that they're doing these as well makes me think that this might be a little bit more legit, but I'm going to go ahead and read out what Destiny has. So Destiny has 3 new sets. The first one, and kind of like the least important out of these, is the Aspect of Glass. And I'm going to go ahead and read you what this says. This is the buildable Aspect of Glass jump ship with opening cockpit and working launcher. Highly detailed, superposable hunter micro action figure. So, and the figure obviously comes with a detachable Spectre armor set and a Lord of Wolf shotgun. And just like their other jump ships, it comes with the transparent stand. Now, this is kind of interesting because it may point towards the Year 1 and Dark Below raids just kind of getting rebuffed, kind of like the Prison of Elders was last year during the April update. And it kind of makes me happy because there's also been some leaks, which I will be covering Wednesday, which is my next upload day. I will be covering that, kind of like the leaks. I know it's like a week late, don't judge me. It takes me a while to get onto this stuff and really write a script for this. Speaking of which, this is all free, so if you're telling me that this sounds terrible, that's why. This is completely free-handed. I'm literally just reading it off and going it as I go. This one isn't nearly as interesting as the other 2 sets they released, which are the Cabal-based sets, namely just kind of one of them. And the reason why this is so interesting is because it's of something that hasn't happened yet. And while the other one is a Goliath tank, which we see all the time, the only interesting part there is the fact that the figure includes Commander Zavala, which may point towards, I don't know, Zavala being out in the wilds. And the reasoning for that being behind my next point. The other one is the Cabal Bruiser Battle Building Set. I have read out the full name and it sounds ridiculously cringy, but that's what it's called. So, the description reads, buildable hangar platform. And here's where it gets really interesting. Set the scene for a clash between a bruiser's crushing strength and a master swordsman's skill. I'm just going to leave it there and explain this kind of like bit by bit. So the bruiser, you can go look through the game. I might be wrong, but as far as I can tell, we have not yet seen any mention of a Cabal bruiser inside the game. Now, as I said, I'm making this really quickly, and I don't know if it's in the lore. I didn't have time to go check the cards because I'm a slacker and I want to get this out there. But that interests me because, you know, it might be new. We might get some new Cabal people, which means that Destiny 2 could feature the Cabal, which, as I said in my other video, card in the top right-hand corner, as I said in my other video, we haven't seen much of them at all, really, besides maybe a couple things in the Prison of Elders and Taken King and April Update, and obviously House of Wolves. And it's interesting. But the second part of this reads, a legendary warrior faces his greatest contest yet in the Tower Hangar. That right there, where it says Tower Hangar, that's the next big piece of this. Alright? Because we see a Cabal Bruiser inside the Tower Hangar, which again points towards my last video about the Cabal invading the city. This could take place during that supposed event, which me and a couple of other lore guys out there like Byth, Eric's, you know, those guys, we've kind of assumed that that's what's going to happen in Destiny 2. Well, assumed, I say. We kind of think that's what's going to happen. And this, honestly, it interests me, and the fact that it's out there on Amazon just kind of really makes me happy for what's coming. The next part says, wielding his Raise Lighter. Gonna stop there. Raise Lighter, exotic sword. Usually it's supposed to be considered one of a kind. But you notice it says his Raise Lighter, meaning it's not us. It's not a normal Guardian. And this next piece confirms that. Hero of the Crucible, Lord Shaxx prepares to pit his blade against the furious cleavers of a Cabal Red Guard. That right there is probably the biggest thing that I can see here. First of all, Shaxx has a Raise Lighter. And we know that Shaxx is a swords master because, you know, the quest during Taken King, that's where you get your swords from. All of them. Well, you know what, I'm not going to mention the one you get from Varix because that technically doesn't count. But you've got him fighting a Cabal Redguard, another enemy that we haven't seen hide nor tail of in the Destiny universe. So we've got the option for a Bruiser, a new class, and of course I've got ideas for that. I'm going to make a full video on concepts for the Bruiser coming up soon, probably Friday, which is my next upload date. Or after the Wednesday, obviously. And then we may, or the Cabal Redguard could be something else. But as soon as I saw Cabal Redguard, I immediately thought, okay, well, you know what, this could be the Cabal Emperor. And his arrival and the reinforcements to the Cabal army inside the local system, in our solar system, or outside the local, our solar system's in a local system. You look up astronomical crap. I'm not putting that in this video. I'm not taking the time to research this. But this has kind of been teased since Taken King, which is where we had a mission called an Outbound Signal, where basically after we kill everything off, we realized that the Cabal on that ship sent a distress signal to their empire, meaning that reinforcements are on their way. Reinforcements we haven't seen yet. And the fact that they haven't arrived yet, and honestly, the Cabal Empire is huge. They're literally a warring society. The Cabal Empire is huge, which means that there could very, very easily be classes of Cabal that we haven't seen, which makes the fact that Bruisers and Redguards existing extremely plausible. All of that put together makes me think, as a player and as a content creator, that this is extremely possible within the game's capabilities, within Bungie's capabilities even. Like, this could definitely happen. And of course, having Lord Shaxx maybe either fight alongside you as an NPC in a mission or as a cutscene, just seeing him smack the crap out of a Cabal with a flaming sword. Come on, tell me you do not want to see that. You gotta give me that. You want to see that, trust me. The only other thing I can really think about telling you before I just kind of end the video and let you guys go about with your own thoughts is you gotta take this stuff with a grain of salt. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is not confirmed, thank God, because if it is confirmed that these are going to be actual sets, well, let's just say the tiny blue-headed Cryptarch may not be around for much longer. The tower, the city, everything could be destroyed. The Cabal could take the travel. I'm going to make a whole video on what could happen if the city goes down. But having an event like this would completely alter the landscape, which is kind of why I am glad they haven't confirmed it. Now, I know I'm rambling. I know this is a thing that I'm doing, but I'm going to leave you guys now to your own opinions on this issue. As I said, I'm linking both links in the description below, along with Twitter and Twitch. I encourage you guys to go follow me over on both those sites so you can keep updated with this kind of stuff. Remember, upload schedule is that'd be Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you know that if something comes out on any day other than those days, it's something really important. So this is kind of me tacking on to the end of this, but you're going to want to be looking out for uploads on those days because those are going to be the ones you really, really want to watch. I want to thank you guys for listening to me ramble on for about 12 minutes now. It's terrible. As always, if you enjoy this kind of content and you'd like more content like it, be sure to like, comment on whether or not you think this is a legit possibility in the comment section down below, and please subscribe. We are almost at 60 subscribers. And I would sincerely love to be more than halfway to 100, because the first 100 subscribers is always a big deal. So if you could share this with your friends, that would be incredible. As always, enjoy yourselves. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.